Seriously. That's what gardening has done to me. I need so much stuff from Home Depot that I just bought somewhere else because you got to admit Home Depot is so popular that the lines there are just outrageous at Home Depot because they have everything you need in the whole world. So I bought my gardening stuff somewhere else, and now, much like the dog, Home Depot catalog, everything I bought, lots cheaper. I know. I'm having a hard time today in my domestic life.
I was in Home Depot yesterday.
So was I.
Jack, you at Home Depot yesterday?
No.
Loser!
Yeah, you should have been there with us, picking up men.
Yeah, and you know what my girlfriend said? She goes, and it's just so funny because we've all done this. This is a really nice one. And she goes, there's a McDonald's in here.
There's a McDonald's in the Home Depot?
Yeah, in my Home Depot.
God, there's not a...
It's not your father's Home Depot anymore.
I go to the one at Sunset and Western, man, and there's no McDonald's in there.
Oh, well, maybe she was right. It is the best home. What, Jack?
I was at Target yesterday.
Look at us.
And she filled a diaper that I could smell pushing the cart.
Oh.
Right.
So I figure I'll just change her when I get up to the park. So I opened the sliding door on the van. I put her on the seat. And an old lady walks by and goes, "You're such a good dad." And I thought, what was I supposed to do? Leave the kid in the stinking diaper? I mean, like, this lady was
I think what she was saying is that you don't see a lot of dads during the afternoon.
With
What
their
she
kids
meant
at all.
is, it looks like to me that you're a guy with a job. Without a job.
That's changing a baby in a parking lot.
No.
Right.
I've been to Albertsons by my house with Dante just in the shopping cart, and I've had people comment because it's the middle of the day, well, what a good dad you are. It's just because you're shopping with the kid.
Well, there's a couple of different issues. First of all, you marry somebody, you think that they're like your right hand, right? Like they pick up the slack. You want them to say that they make you a better person. You just want them to be everything you're not, I think. That's what I'm looking for. I don't think he's out there.
I'm looking at the clock hoping that Gretchen doesn't call and go, you lying bastard about going to Albertsons by yourself with the baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been somewhere, though.
Yeah, I was somewhere.
Yeah.
The bar.
No, but like at the choo-choo train and stuff like that, I just tried to sound a little more domestic like Jack to make a point.
I should have asked you prices of stuff.
I know prices.
Because you didn't know the right amount for marijuana.
No, because these people are calling up saying chronic is only $3.50 an ounce. It was in our show prep yesterday, $500 to $600 an ounce.
Anyway, so you marry somebody and you want them to pick up the slack where you're weak, they're strong. All that crap, all that stuff people say, best friends, everything.
Right.
That's what you look for in a partner, I think. Well, then you get her home or you get him home and you get married and you have a kid. And then you realize, hey, bitch can't cook.
Well, I think you realize you think you're best friends and all that and blah, blah, blah. But then it turns out almost always somebody's in charge.
Well, no. So I say to Stench, you guys go out to eat every single night. And he goes, she can't cook.
Right.
I'm like, nothing? Like spaghetti, chicken? I mean, chicken, you just add chicken or beef.
Yeah.
You go and buy any of those things and add chicken or beef. You got yourself a fine meal.
I made dinner last night where Gretchen kept saying, what kind of sauce is this? This is outrageous. This is so good. It was crap sitting around is what it was with soy sauce in it.
Me. But I wonder what that's like for a guy to find out something like that. Like, he didn't really know or think about it. And it was weird because when I had stepkids, like every night, and believe me, to you moms that make dinner every night, I give kudos to you. Because I was just sitting there after a while going, I don't know what the hell I'm going to make for these kids. I mean, every single night. And he goes out to eat every night. They can't go on living like that. That's way too expensive.
Well, she's rich. She won't stay rich that way.
But you can't go out to eat every single night.
Well, they're the buffet people.
No, not him and his wife.
No, not when they're together.
She's fancy. Every single night, and you find out your wife can't cook and she won't even add chicken or beef. And then he told me that she puts leftovers in the refrigerator without saran wrap or Reynolds wrap over it. And I know. I mean, like, she's like, and when it comes to cooking, she's a brilliant woman and a great business person and gorgeous and beautiful and a great mom. But cooking,
it's weird what people know about cooking like that. I was surprised so many people knew this. I had a barbecue months ago, but it was steaks and pork ribs and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So I brought them out, and there was a lot. So I brought them out in these big bowls or whatever with the marinade, and I threw them in, and almost every guy said, you're not going to put the cooked meat back in the plate you brought raw meat out in.
Of course not.
But I didn't think, what guy knew that 10 years
guy.
ago? Not 10 years ago. Not a chance. What?
Nothing. I'm not responding. But the other thing is, so you find out like your wife, she can't cook, but then Monica turning out to be a really good wife.
Already,
She's cooking for him every night. She's nesting. She's plugging in things. I don't know. She's like one of those.
Right.
I think she's into it. And then she bought, because we were playing this earlier, the cheesiest thing you've ever done while in love. And she bought Itchy and Scratchy, the goldfish, so they could like pretend like their parents.
Right.
But then apparently she was running late for dinner because she stood there staring at the different color rock for like 2 hours.
Dude, I just got sucked into the Home Depot catalog. It'll happen to you when you
No,
make it.
but the color rock selection.
I get it. I see it completely.
Well, then she went with sand, so the fish would really feel like they were at the ocean, like, and they were, there was sand.
There's a lot of goldfish in that ocean.
And I said, I know what you mean, because like when I had goldfish and I put the pink rock in there, I felt like really bad because like, oh my God, you're artificial. And then like I was gonna put like fake implants, like a fake big gill over there. I mean, everything in my little fish's world was fake.
See, I'm thinking with you and I, we don't really have that same problem.
Yeah.
Because within, 3 months, you won't be able to see through that green crap stuck to the glass anyway.
Yeah, they're just kind of breathing
It's
their last
so
breath.
bad in my house. Because
Because
for some reason, it doesn't stink this time. It used to stink when it would get this filthy.
have gerbils.
But this one doesn't stink. No, I don't want to have gerbils.
Oh my God. It was my idea too. I'm like, I really think the kids should have gerbils. I had them when I was their age. I got gerbils. Those tubings.
Habit trails? Do you know what I have now? My home now consists of Dukes, Sid, Kagome, and 2 unnamed fish and hermit crabs.
I know. That's what happens to
The
every
one at
parent.
the mall, have you seen those with the shells painted all weird colors?
Yeah, because guess what? You go camping with your family for the summer. You come back, you pick them up. They follow the shell because they're jerky.
I had that happen.
Or you can't find them. You have hermit crab races.
You
and
still
then
got a newt.
You make that circle in the shag carpet and you put your hermit crabs in the middle, and then you have hermit crab races with all the neighbors. But then you go downstairs and forget about them, and then the next thing you know, they're dried up in the corner.
Yeah.
You had a more fun youth than I did. I've never had a hermit crab race in my life.
You didn't get.
No, never even heard of it.
You didn't get
I've
that.
heard of
What's
crab
that tape?
races at bars.
That yellow tape that you put. What's that yellow tape?
See, in my world, it's police caution tape because there's been a murder.
It's just tape. You put it in a circle.
Nope.
Oh.
When you said you go camping and you come back and they're dead, I just thought, no.
Well, we were poor, so I really wanted a balance beam.
You had a friggin' crab.
I really wanted a balance beam, and my parents couldn't afford a balance beam. So my dad measured out 4 inches across and put 2 lines of tape down.
Yep.
And we did routines between 2 lines of tape.
I've seen piano keys drawn on cardboard and stuff before, but it was in the movie Shine.
Midst of a controversy in the big radio ranch, we're talking about kind of off the air, so we'll include you guys, how times they haven't changed. I was talking about how Monica, well, she was late for dinner because she stood there and like looked at what kind of
Rocks.
rock to get for her itchy and scratchy goldfish. And I said, oh my God, though she's turned out to be a really great wife. She cooks and all that stuff. And then Jack pointed out, hey, it's brand new and they all start out strong.
Right.
And it's her very first apartment.
I used to clean my new Cerritos Nissan every time I got out of it.
No, it's her very first apartment. Remember how much you cared about your very first apartment? Yeah. And you had, you rearranged the furniture like 20 times.
Yeah.
And the artwork or whatever that you got from, where was it, Pier 1? Or you couldn't even afford
Right.
Pier 1. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even Pier 1.
No, it was that TV place. Come down to this hotel and you can buy a big oil painting for $4.
That's what it was.
That's where it was.
Yep. And it's all perfect. So Jack said it was all a lie. But then
It's all a lie.
we were talking about how times have changed as well, because a couple of my girlfriends have their husband's dinner ready every single night. I know.
Not like.
Every single night they have dinner ready for their husbands. I tried to do the stepmom thing, or the wife thing, and have dinner every night, but then inevitably one kid would be at Little League, and then my ex-husband would be boning his nurse, and he'd come home late and all this stuff. So I tried to do that family structure, but then Stench and Jack, who both have brand new babies, both their wives don't cook at all.
Right.
At all.
Jack cooks all the meals at his house. This one's they go out to dinner every single night.
I cook maybe 2 nights a week, but if we cook at home, it's me.
Is that disappointing? I mean, did you have a vision, like women with our Barbie doll and G.I. Joe came home to the bitch and she was like she had dinner ready?
Right.
Is it disappointing as a guy like to find out your wife doesn't cook and that you're doing it?
No, because I know I'm gonna get exactly what I like when I cook it because I'm so picky it doesn't bother me so much. But God, I hate to clean up.
On the other hand, I have learned my lesson because be careful what you wish for. I have demanded at times, we need more organization, more rules. I want dinner on this table and my family sitting around it at 6 o'clock.
They laugh at you.
No, she'd absolutely done it. I never made it. I was never there. I always had something to do, or I was watching TV or reading a book. It was like, okay, I was so wrong about this, honey. Never mind.
Well, Stench's wife, I guess, can't make toast, which I think is a lie, and I think he's making that a little more exaggerated than...
No!
You're telling me your wife can't make toast?
She can't work the toaster oven. She called me the other day on my cell phone to tell me that the toaster oven was broke and something was wrong. And I said, no, it's a toaster oven. You have to put it back to toaster. I had it on oven. Flip the switch and it'll come on. And she goes, oh, okay. And made her toast.
That's like when you find out that a boy you date can't change a tire.
Yes.
I mean, that would be heartbreaking. I've never had that happen, but it's the same kind of thing, I think, because you're raised to believe that, men do this stuff and women do that stuff.
I told you this before. We have lighting that comes on, and it's nice lighting outside our house.
I'm glad it's nice.
Thank you. And, well, because if it was light bulbs, I might have known this. So we have, decorating kind of lights, right? So they went out on their timer switch, and we called our contractor, Phil, to come over and see what the problem is with timers, all that stuff. And he looked at us when he was done, and he said, you might not want to call a contractor if your light bulbs burn out.
Yeah, but you have a different issue. You're just lazy.
No, I didn't know.
You'd rather not learn stuff.
I just assumed it was a big electrical issue.
You'd rather ask Jack questions than find out for yourself.
How do you find out stuff if you don't ask?
No, you brought out a contractor. You didn't even bother to investigate.
You tried.
You're lazy.
You have to try.
Yeah, you have to try.
Dude, if you saw my backyard
no,
right now,
you
would not
don't know
call me
us.
lazy.
Hello, we've been with you for 6 years. You are calling the wrong people.
I try.
Oh, you don't either, lazy.
Are there ticks there?
Boy.
No.
I've got a memo that says don't just start conversation in the middle, so let me invite you people in. Turns out I said I'm going to the Sagebrush today, the Sagebrush Cantina, to meet my new dick. And I was saying, you can just go over to Topanga Canyon to get to Santa Monica or beach adjacent. So why don't you come to the Sagebrush Cantina with me this afternoon at noon? And our little Jamie said, oh, God, I can't. And I thought she was going to say, I have anything else to do. But instead she said, oh, with a nice face like she wanted to, she said, oh, I can't. I've got a flight.
We just talked to Bob, didn't say, see you later tonight, Dad.
Right, so she's not going to So Ill.
Nope.
Where you going?
You know what? I don't want to be judged, so I'm not telling you.
We won't judge you.
Hold on.
It's not that either, Jack.
Hold
on the Bible, it's not.
There's more.
Oy.
Because a minute ago during a commercial break, I walked in to tell her something in the office, and she turned around while emailing and said, you're reading over my shoulder. And I said, you're writing dirty emails then, aren't you? And we had this whole discussion about she was emailing someone she didn't want me to see.
I knew that you were coming over my shoulder, look over at my email.
I wasn't. I came to bother you.
Whoops.
Not read your email.
All right, so you're reading dirty email and you're taking a flight.
I'm not reading dirty
Writing.
Doing
You're
something.
writing. She's writing dirty email and taking a flight. We won't judge.
Yes, we will.
See, he's honest.
But you don't you want to know? Promise
Yes,
you won't
show
judge.
honesty. You have to tell.
Yeah,
but
what happened to
we
show
will judge you.
honesty?
You don't have to tell.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
The
you
show
do.
of honesty is I'm honestly not telling you guys.
I think you are morally obligated to tell us.
I think over the last 5-6 years, I've told too much.
I think I know who it is.
It's not FP.
I know it's not.
Okay.
It's Jason.
It's not Jason. He's racing in Colorado this weekend.
Yeah, but you're taking a flight.
Oh, I'm not going to Colorado to see him. I mean, I like him.
Is there a boy
and
involved?
I like him in everything. Yes.
Builder Bob?
Nope, not Builder Bob. I like him and everything. So just I don't want anybody to report back to Jason. She said, "Oh, I'm not gonna go watch him race." I would go see him.
No,
race
sure,
anyway.
that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Look at me not judge.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I like Jason. He's
New guy?
I don't. It's something. It's an area I'm not comfortable with.
Oh my!
Wow.
Who are you, pod person? And give me my Jamie back.
I'm trying a new Jamie. How does she look? I'm trying.
Have it, Sue, ready.
Don't. Oh, thanks. That was. Oh, by the way, and I'm no workout guru, but don't ever. And this is the one piece of advice I have for any of you half-ass worker-outers like myself. Don't ever tell a trainer I'm really dissatisfied with the results I'm getting.
Oh.
He's gonna kill you.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
why don't you just make fun of his kids?
Oh my God. And they get pissed off.
Yeah, and personally offended.
They're personally offended. It's like insulting a chef.
Well, no, it's like if you went to a restaurant or something like that and somebody went out of their way for no reason to come up to you and go, you guys aren't funny. That show's stupid.
They say that all the time.
Yeah, actually they do. Come to think of it. I wouldn't work out harder.
Man, it was crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm off and I'm going with a boy and it'll be fun. And
You want to tell us where you're going?
you know what? I don't think it's important.
San Francisco.
Nope.
Oh, I thought we were going to see Hairspray.
No. That's like the weekend after next.
You got any ideas, Jack?
Oh, I already have it figured out in my head.
It is not FP. And you always think
Oh,
it's
you don't
FP.
believe her? You think she's lying?
Yep. I don't believe you.
And there's nothing she can do now because she's sworn on the Bible and lied so
Well,
many
what
times.
can I do to promise you it's not FP?
Actually, I think I know where you're going.
We can call it.
I think there's really not too much mystery in this trip, if I remember correctly. I think you're going with a certain boy from this office, aren't you?
No, I'm not going there. It's the weekend after next.
Oh, that's the weekend after next.
Yeah.
Are you
I
going
don't
with
believe you. That's not FP.
So you just think she's
you're
lying?
mean.
Huh,
I know how it works.
Jamie, this is your fault. You've brought this on
But
yourself.
this
You've
is
lied
how-
about this guy so many times.
How it works with FP is I'm not seeing him. If things are going good on the air, I'm not seeing him. Then as soon as he makes her mad, we go on the air and go, that FP's a jerk. I'm never talking to him. Then they make up and then FP
Hey,
doesn't
your wife
exist.
can't cook.
I know, but I'll tell you that.
Right.
I won't come in tomorrow after she gets mad at me today about this and go, oh, she's a good cook.
Right.
Wow, I feel shame.
You should.
Let's talk about something else. Anyway, what are you doing this weekend?
Flying off with FP.
Oh my God.
No, I am. I've got very busy plans starting at noon today.
Yeah, you're going to.
At noon, I'm at the Sagebrush. It's like it's an appearance. I'm at the Sagebrush Cantina with my brand new dick. And I think another guy's showing up, and you guys can show up, but I'm not buying everybody lunch or anything.
Not going.
And then I'll buy you lunch. I'll even buy like a few people lunch. I don't care.
Wow.
And then Saturday, I am at the San Diego Zoo Wild Animal Park with families.
Not until you stop by and see Jack and Stench Conga.
Yeah. Everybody conga.
I will be already gone, but Jack and Stench are there from noon till 2. It's the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. They'll be at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf doing nice things for nice people.
They're doing the world's longest conga line or something. At 3rd Street Promenade.
Otherwise, it's just Jack and Stench looking like tards.
Mr. Ice Blended's going to be there along with Mr. Burbank.
Okay, now it's huge.
Mr. Ice Blended?
Mr. Ice Blended is a guy in a suit that's dressed up like a coffee bean ice blended.
Do you guys want to practice your conga together? And what can...
I do.
All right.
I don't know how.
Well,
No,
he'll
but you
show
need a line. So if he's the front.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, this is hot.
I'm the big
Frodo.
caboose.
Frodo, come in here. They like you. Oh yeah, that's hot. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Wow, you guys seem homosexual-like.
Dude, you got to do another conga line when I'm not out of town. That was awesome.
Yeah, you know that actually, I must say, it looked fun.
Da, 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 and
Yeah.
you kick on da.
Yeah, that looked fun. Except for, Monica had one at her wedding. And they think it's really funny to start whipping around the people at the end. And I had high heels on, and I didn't
You know
think
what
it's
I'm gonna
funny, so
do?
I set my ass down. I said, freak this, conga.
See, that's just what I was going to say. I'm calling 24-hour fitness and inventing the conga line workout.
Yeah, but the people on the end, it doesn't work out. Like if you're a Roxette or whatever, Rockette? Not
Rockette?
No, if you're Roxette.
If you're Roxette, nothing works out.
Well, yeah, you have a big nose ring that's attached to your belly button or
Right.
something. But if you're if you're Rockette and you're at the end, that big swinging around kind of kick
Yeah.
thing, oh, you're screwed, dude.
Yeah, but you're worked out. But if you're the girl in the middle, or in the beginning, you
Yeah,
just
you-
twirl around.
Yeah.
No, but the conga line, everybody's doing the kick. I was a little winded from our 2-second thing there. I think there's a workout.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Because weren't you supposed to be like, I don't know, a trainer
Dude,
24 hours?
I am dangerously close down
what
to
about
have
you
a
teaching
Serenity.
aerobics?
As soon as I'm skinny again,
Really?
I'm
Because
going
that
to
was
do easy
last
that.
year, and I don't remember
I
you doing
crashed
it.
my bike
Aye,
and got fat.
it's always something.
Yes, it was a serious accident that sent me to the hospital to get me out of it.
You had them bring you books and everything.
I've got them. I've read them. I could pass my test, I'll bet. I'd have to go by memory because I read them before I crashed my bike or after, right around there. Ask me a question.
It's not worth the fight.
It was PR. Pre-relapse.
Right.
Oh, here it is. I'm retarded.
What you looking for?
Well, first of all, I got a memo that says when I try to dial things, that's really annoying because the phone just rings. And so I said, okay, I understand that's true, but we don't pre-record anything like a lot of other shows do. And we do everything live, and this is how it goes. And so for us to all of a sudden have like this perfectly ring, hello, it's not
this show.
Right. So I said, how about we do like trivia while I'm dialing, and then that way it'll like fill up time and it'll do, like a whole thing.
I think that's a great idea.
Or we could do like 50-50, like we could do a game. Like the first caller who holds while I dial, if somebody picks up, they'll get $10. If it's the right person that picks up, they'll get like $12. If we get hung up on, they have to pay me.
No, I think you're doing it. I think you got it backwards. If they hang up on us or don't answer, we suck.
Right.
So we owe them.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
If the right person shows up, they've kind of bet with us.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Caller 10 at our phone numbers, 1-877-487-9999. I'll give you all the lowdown. There's a couple places to call today. First of all, there is the chick that's the oldest in the world in America.
Okay, I'm going to bet against this one.
She's old. You are?
Yeah.
How old is she, Jack?
114.
That's right, Jack. Here she is. She's
I thought she died yesterday.
No. She's the oldest living person in the 50 states. She's also the third oldest person in the
Do you
world.
not remember this conversation?
No, the
114-year-old.
She was 116. The oldest person in the world died. Remember, she was somewhere.
No, because I asked. I said, where is she? And she said, in some state. And I said, because they're usually in Georgia, Russia, or Okinawa, Japan. Because they did all the.
Like 116, I thought.
She's the
But
third.
she was local. She was in America.
I don't know. Just go with the today's story.
Okay.
That was that day. You know how we're.
What do we got now?
We have a woman that is 113, actually.
Okay.
Years of age.
So the oldest died.
She's the oldest living person in 50 states. She's also the third oldest in the world. She says, quote, she doesn't give a quiver.
Why would you give a quiver? That'd be a stupid thing. What's a quiver without arrows?
She just doesn't give a quiver if she's the oldest. Kimberly?
Yeah?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
We're good. We're playing a new game. We're going to come up with a name for it and all that stuff. But what we'd like to do is we're going to call the oldest woman in America. There's a couple of rules. First of all, if we get a hold of her, then you're going to have to pay me $5.
All right.
I don't think that's legal.
Well, it's how I'm playing.
Okay, would you like my thoughts on it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my thoughts would be that just for participating, she should get something.
Right.
So if we don't get a hold of her,
that.
you get a T-shirt. But if we do get a hold of her, wait.
No, here, I got it.
Yeah, we're backwards because if we don't get a hold of her, we suck. So
All I know is we're spending way too much time on this.
No, this is brilliant. I
Okay,
love this.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I get a hold of her, your entertainment value for that portion is about $5. So I expect payment of $5. Now, what you can do right now is you can double that or triple that. So it's a little gambling. It's illegal, and I understand that, but that's fine. But you can go triple or nothing. That I will pay you $15 if I don't get a hold of her.
Okay, I'll triple.
Triple? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'll owe you $15 if I don't get a hold of her. If I do, you owe me $5. Because that's a $5 value of entertainment.
Right,
Yeah,
that
that's
Jamie will
good.
give to a charity of your choice.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. Here we go. This is not a legal gambling kind of thing. It's just a fun little game we're calling. Hey, do we get a hold of her? It's a game.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can choose to either double or nothing.
I'm so betting against getting the oldest woman in the world.
Are you ready, Kimberly?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Now remember,
It's not
that's not really gambling because it's a game,
right.
right?
I don't think you could charge the listeners for anything.
For
over there.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Hello.
What happened to this crap is free? Hello.
It's $5 for that portion that I'm going to give right to her.
So then this crap isn't free.
Just the call to this lady is worth $5 to Kimberly.
So this crap costs.
To one individual, yes.
Okay.
It could be amazing. Should I call now, Jack, or take a break? I'll take a break, and then when we come back, Wow, this is big. I mean, but we should have also like thrown in something else. Like maybe she can go to cooking school.
See, something like that.
All right.
Or the San Diego Zoo if she can't go to your thing.
All right, Kimberly. Also, we're gonna throw in the Jamie Yu thing, or you can go to the San Diego Zoo. So if I don't get a hold of her, you win.
Right.
If I do get a hold of her,
You get nothing.
you pay me for my time and effort.
Right.
That's what happens here on the show. I told Stench a long time ago, look, don't bring guests in when I have no makeup on because they're very scared. They think I look like the Billboard girl, and then they see this and they're terrified.
Hey, I'm wearing leather
Doesn't matter
pants
if
with
it's-
studs on my belt.
Doesn't matter if it's Dan.
He's like family.
It's Dan.
He's also gay.
He is family for
Yeah,
you.
He's gay family.
Because you're a homosexual. Anyway, Dan the Hatchback Man, space number 90, NBC parking lot. Yay!
Yay!
We finally get to see Dan up close, but actually...
Does he look nothing like you thought he'd look?
Nothing. Well, you know what?
Could you look less gay?
Can I tell you something? I thought you were tubby. You're not.
Oh, I don't think so.
From far
I
away...
thought you were gay.
But from far away and 5 stories up, you're fat.
Well, the glass window adds like 10 pounds
Yeah.
to it.
Right, exactly.
I mean, it is true. Didn't you guys think he was tubby?
Yeah.
It's funny because I've never had that happen because usually from far away I look better and then close.
Right,
Yeah.
right, like a Monet.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You know what? We need you to speak right into that. Just pretend
Okay.
it's Scott.
Oh,
baby.
You're mean and a horrible
Be
person.
nice to our friend.
Yeah.
I have to say, I like the leather pants, Jenny.
See?
Yeah,
Did you see
you
the
should
studded belt?
You should smell them later.
Oh, yeah. I want to touch those later.
Yummy.
You're in, buddy.
So
Anybody that likes me is good enough for me.
Dan the Hatchback Man. We now what was it like when you? Well, first of all, you took us through that. Like all of a sudden you realized we were talking about you every single day. Space number 90. You're like, oh my god, I think that's me.
How did you figure it out?
Well, actually, what happened was that day I had brought my car in for a checkup to do the oil change and whatnot, and I was driving a
Jiffy Lube.
I was no.
Yes.
I was treated very
Yeah.
finely by
It
the
was
people
a
at Mercedes.
Chrysler.
Oh, okay. He took it to the
No,
dealer.
no,
That's okay.
it was a
then.
Ford Taurus, I think. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
dri-
it was a Ford Taurus. That
Yeah.
was hideous.
So I'm driving that in, and I hear a blue Mercedes guy, and I'm thinking, okay, Jamie's got another date. And
Nice. Right, fancy pants builder Bob Blue Mercedes guy.
Okay.
It makes
Yeah,
perfect
yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
So then at that point, I heard space number 90, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. And you're all talking about the that you can see the
NBC parking
the
lot.
NBC parking
Yeah.
lot and the
you're like,
sign. And
oh
I'm
my
like,
god, I work there. That's my parking lot. Oh my god.
and I'm thinking, okay, I don't think anyone
Oh
else
my
has a blue Mercedes
God.
out there.
Oh my god, it's me.
Yeah, it's me. How weird is that? Was it really weird when you figured out we were obsessed with you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
bet.
and we are, by the way. But you know what's saddened all of us really in this room is that you no longer dust the blue hatchback.
Yeah, you only dusted like a day or two.
Yeah, why is that?
Now it's just the sunscreen shield and that's it.
Yeah, well, he still parks all
Perfect.
like
Yeah.
anal.
Oh yeah,
You
back
know.
and forth. I think I parked down there in the emergency loading zone, like real perfect, just a second ago. So.
Yeah, he opens up the door and like lines up the car.
And we cheer and we cheer
We
and
do.
we cheer.
And one day he used his blinker all the way to the spot.
Yeah, we admired
Oh.
that.
Yeah, because that was totally mental. It was cool.
That was good. That was good.
So why aren't you dusting?
I don't know. I honestly didn't think I was doing that, like I said before.
You know what's kind of
Wait,
funny?
did you just hear that? He just told you that he didn't know he was dusting his car.
It never occurred to you that you were dusting? You had a big feather dust. You might have been wearing the French maid outfit.
Your duster
Maybe
had a
that's next week.
case. The duster had a case that you unzipped and pulled out the duster. And how did you not know you're dusting?
I don't know.
You did
I
it
don't
every
know.
day.
I didn't think I did it every day. As a matter of fact, okay, I'm sure I didn't do it every day.
Every other day.
You're in denial.
Now,
It was frequent.
now, here's what I was going to say about Dan. Remember he walked in and I screamed, "You could not be less gay."
Yeah?
But then he talks for a couple of minutes and
Hey,
he's
hey, hey.
screaming.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? I didn't know I was dusting. I just did it a couple of days. You know what? I'm sure I didn't do it.
Okay, now you're gay. He's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, he's so gay now.
All right, so you didn't know you were dusting, and you're sure you weren't dusting every day. Okay,
Right.
whatever, Dan.
Right,
But you're the guy that doesn't think you dust either, okay? So you don't dust anymore, and it is our theory that around 10:05 that you go back out and dust.
Right, so we don't catch you.
Yeah, it's after the big wrap up. Then I come.
So do you dust in the evening?
After work.
Oh my God! So he leaves now and dusts his car.
Right. Hey, you want some kudos from your boss? What do you do over there at NBC?
Oh, I license music.
License music.
I work on
For like what shows?
Will and Grace.
See, they love you now.
Average Joe.
Yeah.
And,
I love that show.
Yay! And Happy Family.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
So make sure to watch those shows on NBC because Dan
And
Dan
look
the
for the
Hatchback Man wants them.
licensing credit.
Any music you hear will be our friend Dan Dan the Hatchback Man.
It's not his music. Somebody else created it. He just goes, "Yep, approved."
Hey, I'm just
I
trying
wish
to
it
make
were that
look
easy.
good. So his bosses don't go, "What the hell were you doing at that radio station?"
I know, Dan. Your job is hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you have to figure out if it goes dun to the dun to the dun dun dun. Right?
Exactly,
Is that your
exactly.
job? Like,
I
to
just
figure out-
had a good idea.
What,
Uh-oh.
Jack?
He puts music in TV shows, right?
Yes.
We have our own musician, Frodo.
Yeah.
Can you get a Frodo song in a
Get
TV
Frodo
show?
song in a TV show?
Wow, we can certainly look at that.
That means
Why
no.
not? Why not?
How about
Hey,
this?
Jack, he's in the.
Now that I'm
he-
captive.
He's in the hatchback, not the SL 500.
Okay. How about this? We also
There's a reason he can't put the damn song in the show.
We happen
Otherwise,
to-
Scott would be taken care of.
we happen to be the proud possessors of Mr. Burbank. Don't you
Oh,
think
yeah.
he can hum a little ditty for you on Will and Grace?
Yeah.
He's gay and he's Mr. Burbank. Put him on Will and Grace.
Yeah. What about that?
Well, I'll talk to people. Do you have,
Again.
do you have a harmonica?
Again, the hatchback
A
tells me
kazoo.
something about his ranking in
The
the.
hatchback is, I've been on your team about the hatchback the whole time.
I know you have.
The
Thank you very much.
Mercedes.
The hatchback tells me Dan's not up the corporate ladder yet. He's still like a step stool.
And Scott has the sedan, so he's got.
Oh. So you're his bitch.
I'm sure there's a joke here somewhere, but I don't know what it is yet.
It's the stepping stool. Leave it alone.
Okay, good enough.
Right. Now, is Scott? Was he supportive of the neon blue or whatever it's called? What is that called? Electric blue.
Electric Butte.
It was the only blue they had. They didn't have a more subtle blue, so I went
Really,
with
Mercedes
that
only makes that loud blue.
one. they now make a different, the more subtle blue. But I wanted that one right then.
The
so.
80s called once it's car
Yes,
back.
I love the 80s.
Well, you'll love Blair Scott, right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
listen
that's
all the
right.
time. I listen all the time. Thank you very much.
All right, so
She's hot, but you don't care.
well, so is her boyfriend. So there's one.
There you go.
Yeah, fantasize
When's
about
By
that.
the Blade, red hot.
Yeah, the
Bradley,
Blade.
cute as can be.
Hello, and the Blade's been known to go there. Okay.
By the way, can you dress up like Madonna? You could end up going to her concert.
Because we call him the Switchblade.
Right. Well, you are lightning today.
Hey, can't stop it now.
Yay.
All right. So Dan, we love you. I feel like it must be uncomfortable to know that every single morning that we watch you.
And when you walk,
No,
see,
not at all.
you don't get to hear the part when you walk. We comment about what you're wearing. We critique.
And what you did with Scott last night.
Right, just depending on your outfit or the way you move.
Right. Yeah. And here's another question I have for you, Dan the Hatchback Man, who I adore so much. Why the sunshade on overcast
On a
days?
cloudy day.
Well, because as you know, the sun comes out later.
What do you mean as we know? Don't tell us what we know.
But you'll
Oh,
even
okay.
put it out when it's raining all day.
Well, I.
You
I
don't know
always
you do that
think-
either?
No, that I know. That I know for sure.
Look at him. As you guys know, we don't even know enough not to comment on a stranger on a $400 million radio station.
There was a memo.
Yeah, we got memos.
We
about
can't see Dan. Stop talking about Dan. We
actu-
don't see
We
him.
had to have a fight that you have become a
Yeah.
character on the show that people care about.
True. People love the
They do,
Dan,
by the
Dan,
way.
the
I'll do a
Hatchback
talk
Man.
show.
Okay. All right.
No, we don't need you to talk. We just need to know what you're wearing.
We just need you to be with Scott for the rest of your life. You love him.
Hey,
Oh,
what
yes,
up
yes.
with the barbecue?
I know. We can't go.
It's that official day. It has to be that day that we can't be there.
That's the day the invitations were.
Oh, okay.
Why
Can
didn't
you have
Yeah.
another one soon?
I'll check with Scott.
Jamie and Danny barbecue.
Yeah. at Dan
Crazy
Dan
ass listeners at Scott's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. But
Now, what does Scott do for a living, kind of?
he is in the real estate business. He does
cool.
mortgage and financing.
Oh,
mortgages
that's-
for
that-
people.
Oh, he does. That's nice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
been
yeah.
really profitable lately, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because
Oh my
with all-
God.
Everybody refinances. Now, he look over his shoulder, or you look over yours?
I beg your pardon.
You know what? You know what it is? You're just not subtle enough.
How would you have done it?
Pitcher or catcher?
No, that's
No?
a blatant ass. Yeah, I just.
Okay, well, see, you forget about mirrors.
Oh, I will now.
Oh, I'll never look at you the same, Dan.
He doesn't need you to look at him. Apparently, he's looking at himself.
Hey, you and Scott do it in the hatchback?
I can't answer that.
Of course they do it in the hatchback. They're gay. There's no other way to go about it.
Well,
Now,
my
this
car is stick.
Oh, Dan comes right
Dan
in.
had to go
Dan
with
comes
the
right in.
stick shift joke.
Hey, we'll do
Dan.
the lowbrow humor around here, mister.
You're
Oops,
better
sorry.
than that, Dan.
Better than
Damn
us.
it.
We don't need you.
Oh my God. We sucked him into the pathetic
I
world
know.
that's us.
He used to be an executive, licensed music, now he's making stick shift jokes.
Oh my God. All right. Well, Dan, we really appreciate you coming by. It's great to finally meet you.
And he
No
brought
problem.
gifts. I'm
Yay.
assuming those are for us.
No.
Hello.
Not now.
I just didn't want to leave them in the car. It's not safe.
What'd you bring there, Dan?
I brought some Krispy Kreme donuts.
Right.
Oh, that
Yay.
fat guy loves you.
By the way, you want to know something special about you?
Tell me.
You are the only openly known gay to be this close to that man.
Yeah, because he has a phobia.
He has issues. He really does.
But don't you
Oh,
think
okay.
Dan's
That's
like
all right.
totally cool gay guy for you?
I love it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, because he has issues about gay people, like they're like aliens or something.
Oh.
Well, what is it? You just don't want to see him kissing.
It's making out in front of me when we're at the parades.
Right.
When we're at the parade.
that's the best part.
We got thrown out of the parade. Now we have to go to Denver to go to the gay
Well,
parade.
I
that's 'cause
saw
you were-
Danny on a fire truck waving a shirt around one day or so.
That's
Yeah,
right.
hello.
Yes.
How do you make a lifelong phobia out of, I've seen this at a parade?
We go all the time, every year.
It's once a year, and it's the gay pride parade. They're supposed to make out they're happy.
They have pride.
proud.
How do you show your pride?
Yeah, by being
I
fat.
eat donuts.
Ay.
Cool.
There's plenty
You're
there.
in.
Is there a fat people parade?
Because
Oh,
we'll
I
go.
would be the grand freaking marshal if there was.
Well, Dan the Hatchback Man, thank you so much for coming in and the Krispy
Well,
Kreme
thank you for
donuts.
having me.
And make sure to watch Will and Grace because Dan works on it.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
she want to do a little shout out?
Yeah,
again?
who are you?
This is Tara. Tara
Hey,
came from
Tara.
NBC Universal as well.
Oh, she's like the straight friend you have?
Not necessarily.
One of them.
Yeah.
No, I kind of forced Dan to call in and identify himself.
Oh,
Otherwise,
that's
I
nice.
was going to be the nice friend and call in for him.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Yeah, very
Because
nice.
I'm such a giving friend that I'm going to stick him out there and by
Yeah,
himself.
but you're
Yeah,
a
right.
girl, so you'll never be that kind of giving
No.
friend. If you know what I'm
Right.
saying.
No, but you
Quite.
know what's nice is that all straight women have to have like their gay friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
except
have a
for
couple, so that's good.
I
Would you
wouldn't.
change your clothes in front of him?
Of course.
See, that's I want to be gay.
But I wouldn't take him shopping. He bought a neon blue hatchback.
Yeah, for a gay guy, you don't dress that sharp.
All right,
Here's where
them
we
fighting words.
Here's where we beat you down because you're actually feeling good
'cause
about
you've
yourself.
been here too long.
I'm gonna fight you for your leather pants. So
Oh,
I feel good. A Mo likes my outfit. I'm looking hot.
yeah, that's what I would call you.
You're a girl. What do you know?
Well, I know Dan has a neon blue hatchback.
He has a blue Mercedes. It's bitchin'.
All right, Dan, you're awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Dan,
Thanks for
Hatchback
having me.
Man. Sure. Also, I know Kimberly, you're on the line waiting to play our game. What was that? What did we call it?
We didn't call it anything yet.
Uh,
But I have another thing.
What?
Dan, do you happen to know the traffic conditions outside?
yeah, because you know he's not.
We're
going
going to take a break, and our traffic guy's most likely not going to be there.
Well,
so-
and he tries to screw us too. He tries to like go ha
Do it
ha.
on
so-
purpose?
yeah, he wants to write a memo.
Well,
Are
I
you
think
kidding
this
me?
one might be our fault.
All right. Well, we'll take a break. We'll see if he's there. If he's not,
If not,
then
Dan's going to do the traffic.
Right.
uh-oh.